Welcome back to another pick a card reading. This is Amy, and today we are going to be looking at why do you keep repeating these patterns and how can you stop this cycle. Okay, so I've gone ahead and I've pulled 3 decks and I've tuned into the energies of different decks. They're all different. They're different piles, I mean. And so this is pile 1, this is pile 2, and this is pile 3. Okay, so take a moment, tune into your energy. Feel what's calling to you, 1, 2, or 3, and then pick your pile, and there will be a message in there for you. This is a general reading, so some of it may resonate, all of it may resonate. Take what resonates and leave the rest. If it's totally off, you can choose another pile or go to another video. Okay, so we are going to get started into pile number 1. So first off, to start, we have the Hermit. I'm going to be one of the only tarot card readers that read things to the left, okay? Left and right as well, so I just look at where your thoughts are headed and what's going on with this, okay? So right away I see that you're somebody who has to step inside yourself to be able to really gain your strength before you rush forward into things, and you have a tendency to look back at the past and analyze where things could or couldn't have gone well, what you may have done wrong, what you can learn from it. You really draw upon the past to use the lessons learned to be able to move into the future. I'm also getting that you have a lot of inner strength, but sometimes you doubt that, and you have to look back to things that you've done in your past to go, I've made it through that, I've made it through that, and you draw your strength upon things that you've already gone through. I also am looking at the fact that you are really looking forward to moving on with whatever it is that you're coming through. Yeah, so basically your pattern is you really have to step back, look at the past, look at everything for what it is, and then when you're ready, you just charge forward with your new insights and your new wisdom. It does not take you long to get yourself back out of a rut. All right, so one of the things also is love. Inverse, a personal issue reaches resolution and confidence is your key to success. Okay, so being that love is in reverse, it's letting you know that, or letting me know actually, that there are a lot of things in your life right now that you're not loving the situation of. You really wish that you could be in the space of loving. And again, we're talking about cycles, right? So you've got a pattern where it's almost like a love-hate relationship with aspects of your life, and that there's always some kind of issue that needs resolving. So, it's kind of neat because in one sense it's telling me that you really need to withdraw. And it also tells me that you have a really good sense of when to move forward, but you go back and forth between this really positive, I can do things, and then this energy where you're feeling not so confident, but then once you have this insight and you want to charge forward, you are the most confident person ever. But also that you're always waiting for the other shoe to drop. That's what I'm getting from this. Okay, so also I'm getting that nothing is yet set in stone. So you may be working on a project, you may be doing things, working with some other people, and one of the things that you want is you want a little bit more concreteness. I think that when you move forward in things, you don't really feel like you want things to be more solid, more grounded, right? And when they're not, that's when you have to step back and you have to retreat back into yourself and have a look at the whole situation, gain your insights, gain your strength, and then come back. And these cards are letting me know that you actually have a lot of power, to be able to change and mold things however you want in your situation. The confidence is very much key moving forward. There's a lot of water energy here and a lot of fire. You've got the 2 lions as well, and then you've got a lot of water. You've got Cancer, the crab here. So you may be a Cancer or a Leo. You may, you could be any of the water signs or any of the fire signs, because you've also got fire with the Hermit there shining the light. Okay, and if your sign doesn't resonate with this video, it doesn't really matter, because we often have different signs in our chart somewhere, and it's not it doesn't have to be your sun sign or your moon sign. All right, so then we've got, rather than complaining I will focus on the positive aspects in reverse. So this is also tied in with the love one, where sometimes you have a hard time seeing the positive aspects and seeing the things to love about the situation. So it actually gets in the way of you resolving your personal issues. It takes a little bit longer, but like I said, when you come out of your introspection, you charge forward, sometimes a little too fast, I think, because you become overly confident, and so your emotions are really what runs this for you. Okay, and then my life story and the law of attraction. All right, so here's the thing: you can actually see the positive aspects, but you're not always tuned into them. But you do at least recognize that you are attracting things into your life. So you're really like starting to learn and use the flow of energy. You've got a good idea of the things that you want. You know that sometimes you think things and you can put them, like in this picture here, it's like the thought comes and then it goes into the palm of the hand and then it goes out to the universe. It's really like this flow, you know, it's like thought, manifestation, action. Yeah, and so you have no problem manifesting. You're definitely a very, very good manifester. The thing is, sometimes you're manifesting the things that you don't want because you're not focused on the positive aspects. You're focused on the things that really don't serve you, and that gets in the way. All right, so this last card that I pulled, by the way, not this one, but this last card is what can you do about it, okay? But these ones are all just, why are you in this repeating pattern of energy? Like, why do these things keep happening? And really, it's just telling me that you are, like, you're mastering how to use energy and the law of attraction. You're really mastering your craft. You might be working on some creative pursuits. You could be working on, like, really anything in your life that you're wanting to get better and better at. But you keep, it's almost like a feeling of 2 steps forward, 1 step back. But even if it's that way, you're still moving in the same direction. So if you slow yourself down enough and have a look at it, instead of just charging forward when you feel that, you know, you've got enough ground, like take a bit more of the Hermit energy. If you were to combine the Hermit energy and the Chariot energy and the Lion here with the Strength, you could move forward at a slow and steady pace, and you would probably be able to see the positive aspects more and love the situation a bit better and really master all of the aspects of what you're putting together. Okay, so, and here's the number 44, and then you've got a 43 and a 1, which would be 44 as well. So you might want to look that number up and see if there's a message in the number 44 for you. I always look up numbers, but yeah, I'm not really always remembering them when I'm doing the card readings. Okay, so this is what can you do about it, all right? Confidence. Wow, you got 3 lions and you got confidence. So if you doubt any of the things that you're working on, or you doubt that things are going to come together as well or as easy as you want them to, give that up. Throw that away. First off, you've got 2 of the lion cards and they are upright, both of them. Okay. There's a lot of like fire and power in this deck. Strength. So there's water and fire. There's some air in amongst here, right? And yeah, you're a powerhouse. You really are a powerhouse. So whenever you're in doubt, step back, look at the situation, and instead of complaining, focus on the good things about it. Focus on the lessons you learn from it. Focus on where you can grow in your relationships. If you have challenges, for example, in your relationships, and they go really well for a while, and then some crazy kerfuffle comes and like feels like it destroys stuff, or if you have things like in your work environment and you're working on a project or you're doing something and then it feels like all your dreams are being smashed or anything like that, whatever it is that feels like it's going against you, like these waves, nothing's set in stone. So even though the waves may be pushing you back sometimes, as long as you maintain your confidence and your vision, like you're mastering your law of attraction. So you're mastering this. So maintain the vision that you've got. Hold that in the palm of your hand. See only that, and be confident that it will manifest. Because if you're holding that strength and that confidence, it will manifest. Right? And that is all I have for you, pile 1. If you want to check out any of my products, any of my artwork like this, or any of my t-shirts, my card deck that's coming out, all kinds of things, it's not ready yet, by the way, but I have a website called amythompson.ca, and you can go to that and you can check out what I have to offer. And I'm adding new things all the time because it's still a site that's in its infancy, and I have so many products and things. And the links for the cards, like these cards, are not in the description box below yet, but in the future they might be. So I just want to let you know that if you don't see them below, it's because I don't have all that stuff set up yet. So yeah, thank you for tuning in. All right, pile number 2, group number 2. Thank you for joining me. Again, this is a general reading on why do you keep repeating these patterns and how can you stop the cycle. All right, so we're going to see what you have, okay? And you have the Sun for your first card. Then you have Ambition in reverse. You have We are all responsible for the thoughts we think. And the story I tell is the basis of my life. Okay, so first off, you're a very ambitious and bright-minded person, and you can really see a lot of potential for yourself and the things in your life. All right? Where you seem to falter is that you have ambition sometimes, and then sometimes it totally fizzles away. Right? So you're understanding that everything that you have or don't have in your life is a result of your thinking. You're really on point with the fact that your thoughts can actually manifest into things. So you can look around at your life right now and you can see how you created each of the circumstances, just from your own thinking and how you vibrate with the world, right? Everything's vibrations. So your thoughts and your words and your actions, they all kind of come together to manifest something, and you're really starting to see it. So you're understanding that the story that you tell is the basis for your life. And this is showing me that you have consciously been telling better and better stories. So when you speak with people, or you're talking about things that you want, or you're communicating even just with the universe or with your God, or anything, like it could just be even to yourself muttering something out loud, like you're really more aware. Actually, you might not even be aware, like you might just be like noticing that, hey, I say this stuff and it happens. But you're really on point with the fact that you can create anything. You're very sure in that. And again, it's your ambition goes down from time to time, but you have, wow, even the Magician. So you have gold and power, and you could really manifest anything. You're very, very strong and skilled. Oh, and you got the Sun twice in the reading and Magician. This is amazing. All right, and then, sorry, this one was flipping out of my hands. Okay, so another thing that gets in the way of you is you being at your best is you have concerns that come up for you regarding your family's safety and well-being. Not just your family, sometimes it could be friends, or sometimes it could be a lover, sometimes it could be like your own stability or something like that. I'm getting from here, you have a deep need for freedom, and you know that you can manifest anything. Like your ideas are very bright, and look at these birds flying, and then look at these birds flying, and you're really somebody who really enjoys your freedom, right? And you look towards the future. Like this is really amazing. Okay, so yeah, the fact that you get so concerned about the people that you love makes it challenging for you to always tell the best story. All right, and so because you're not always telling the best story, although you know you can manifest anything and everything, and you know that you have the ability to be the sun, and you have all of the elements working towards your betterment, and your, like, you can really manifest anything, and you know all that. But what happens is that you're not always looking at the bright side. You know you can, you see it in your mind, but when you're going in your day-to-day life, you sometimes get stuck on the fact maybe somebody else has more than you, or that things didn't go the way that you wanted them to, and you're really like, I think you're focusing on the fortune more than you are the the joy from everything. Like, I think that what happens is here's another thing, another message that's coming. So your care and concern for the people in your family and the people who are closest to you is actually one of the things that's blocking your good fortune. Okay, so it's not that you don't have good fortune in your life, because this is a very evident card that you do have good things to look at. Okay, like all of this is like really good, but for things to flow into you with ease, like you got the Sun and the Magician, Sun twice, and you know all of this, is you have to start seeing all of the fortune around you. Like, you have to really start counting your blessings and seeing how fortunate you are, because that's going to help you with this ambition that you, like, you know how I said that you fizzle out sometimes? Well, if you're constantly focused on the good fortune and your son, and you're understanding all of this is coming together, you're going to start to notice your good fortune is everywhere, and things that might look like they're dark, cloudy days are just going to like move aside. Healing. All right, so there have been things in your past and probably the past of your loved ones that are still not healed. And I think because of this is what has you go back and question, are you safe? Are you going to have to do anything different? Are you going to have to like leave the environment you're in? Are you going to have to do anything like pay a lot of money to take care of somebody? Are you going to be able to go towards your son and your ideas and know that you're not going to have to shift up again? You're not going to have to like lose that, like lose your motivation, right? So yes, this is what, you know, ask your angels and ask your spirit guides and ask, you know, your higher power, whoever or however, your higher self, ask for healing, ask for forgiveness, ask to be, ask to feel better, and just start looking for good things, okay? Because I guarantee you with all of these underlying energies, everything that's on top here, this is just all circumstance. This right here is all circumstance. This is the basis of who you are. You are the sun, and you know that the story you tell is the basis of your life. So here, and this is eagle, and it's to the right. So, and it's strength, all right? So here's what's really good about you is even though you've had some things in the past happen that have challenged your ability to heal well, or and it could be like physical healing or a mental healing, or it could be even the healing of a loved one. It doesn't have to actually be you, but even with all of that, you are the sun underneath everything, and you look forward to your life with strength. Like, you know that anything can come at you, and ultimately you're okay. Like, you just know that intuitively. All right, so what can you do about this pattern? Like, how can you stop this pattern of, you know, being really bright-eyed, bushy-tailed, and then, you know, losing your ambition and worrying about people and questioning your fortune and questioning your healing and kind of going back to like those past events? How can we stop this cycle? Humor. Oh wow, that is such a good card. So basically you've got to have more fun. You got to lighten up, laugh a little, laugh a lot, watch some good movies, like look up jokes on the internet, dress up in some random outfits. Like, just do something that's really gonna lighten the mood and just have a good time, right? Like, see the humor in everything. And like my dad, he used to have this mug and it said, "Learn to laugh at your problems. Everybody else does." And I was like, wow, that's so rude. But, you know, it's a really good way to look at things. Like, if you can just laugh at your problems and just be like, ha 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 ha, my check didn't come today, ha 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 ha. Or, you know, like, ha 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 ha, all that stuff happened in the past, but, you know, and then make some kind of joke about how it can only go up from here or whatever. Like, you know, you want to joke yourself into like really good things though, because having a lighthearted thing and not being so attached to outcomes and not being so attached to having to be strong or having to be ambitious or having to be the one to protect everybody and take care of everything, when you let go of that and allow yourself to have a good time, everything is going to come about. You'll have this good fortune. You will just naturally be healed. You'll know that you and your loved ones are safe, you know, and you'll not be going back and forth all the time with your ambition, just because you'll just naturally be in the flow of things. All right, so that's all I have for you, pile number 2. I really hope you enjoyed it. If you want, you can check out more of my pick a card readings. You can also check down below for my website. I've got all kinds of cool things like artwork that I've got for sale here. And then I've also got a neat little blog that I'm doing, and, you know, clothing and all kinds of other cool stuff. So yeah, thank you so much, and I'll talk to you soon. Lots of love. All right, pile number 3. Okay, so the question is, why do you keep repeating these patterns, and how can you stop the cycle? All right, so let's see what we have. We have the Ace of Swords in reverse, the Son of Pentacles, the Mother of Cups in reverse, and caring in reverse. Okay, so yeah, some of the things in your life did not go the way that you wanted them to. You know, the communication went awry. You were trying to do things. You wanted things to go faster, but they were really going very slow. And this is a cycle that keeps repeating. Okay, so it's like you want to communicate your truth. You want to have things go your way. You go to say something, it sometimes comes back and like bites you, and you want to like move forward, but you're kind of stuck looking in the past. You want to be able to shine your light and have other people like really honor you and respect you, and really create this like bounty and this beautiful abundance for yourself. But really, I think you're a bit stubborn when it comes to like wanting things your way, to be honest. And there's nothing wrong with that. It's just where you are at with these patterns. Okay, so consider that your communication, as much as you can see the vision and you can see things, sometimes you're a little sharp with your tongue, and it actually causes things to slow down. So yeah, just notice that. Okay, and then caring. All right, so caring in reverse. So one of the things you are challenged with is you may have actual health concerns. You may have concerns about somebody else and their health and well-being. You may be like somebody who provides for people, who takes care of people, who like has a tendency to put others first. And one of the things that happens is that you do this and you'll be like wanting yourself to feel better, or you'll want somebody else to feel better, but you're so stuck on the energy of feeling better that you're not seeing what could possibly feel good in the moment. You're actually kind of getting stuck on this negativity that keeps getting in the way. Okay, so because of this, you have missed many opportunities. You may be even in this card reading right now because there's an opportunity that you want to be doing, and you're like questioning, why am I not acting on that? Why am I not taking that? Like, what is it? Like, why do I keep sabotaging myself or stopping this? And you may have all good intentions and want to do things really well, but there's this stuff that gets in the way, right? Like you're really, and sometimes your communication could even be like not intending to, but sometimes it could even be uncaring, right? So really, when you're not feeling that great or you're upset about something, this advice is to like watch your tongue and see how your communication is impacting other people, because you really do want to be there for people, and you want to have everything work out. And I think some of the guilt that you place on yourself from what you project out to the world could actually be like coming back and manifesting bigger issues than you had even expected. And then you go back to square one and you're like, wow, what did I do? And how did I end up here? And why are things taking so long? And looking back to the past for answers. Okay, so motivation. Right now you may be totally in a period where you're just not motivated. All right, things have been moving slow. Maybe they were moving fast for a while, and then you like tripped yourself up again, and you're wondering like why are you in this like cycle of stopping and starting and stopping and starting. And you may go really well for a long period of time, but when something trips you up, you lose your stride completely. And it's kind of like this inner battle that you go between, right? So every time you think you've got an opportunity coming, they don't always manifest the way that you know you want them to, or the way that they could. Things just don't seem to be as easy for you as you wish they are. And you look around at other people and you can't see how they can do it so easily, and you cannot. So there's a bit of bitterness, and I think that bitterness also is one of the things that makes you so sharp in your communication, right? So yeah, all right. And your hard work is paying off. Again, another card of like stuckness, right? So it's like you have been working hard, you have been putting the time and work in, and you're wondering why things are not manifesting. In fact, like I'm getting the impression like you invest so much of yourself into other people. Like when I look at this and I look at these other ones, I'm like, it's almost like you are a savior or a martyr of some sort, and it's like you feel like it's your sworn responsibility or your duty to make a difference for other people. Okay, I'm just going to let you know it is not your responsibility to make anybody else happy. It's not your responsibility to sacrifice yourself for the benefit of other people in any way, shape, or form. It is the responsibility of you to be able to make yourself happy and to be able to follow your dreams the way that you want. And I think you're just really stuck, and that this is a pattern that has repeated. I'm getting like many times in your life. Okay, so wow, this is great. So show the world the real you. So I think one of the reasons why you are so bitter is because you're hiding who you really are. I think because you have not achieved the level of success or are in the place that you know that you want to be at this time in your life. It's actually very frustrating for you, because you're like, okay, well, I'm this old and I would have expected my work to pay off by now, and it's not. And, you know, should I even be bothered? Like, should I even bother doing this anymore? You know, like every opportunity, it's a great opportunity, but somehow I seem to like crush it, and not in a good way. But it's like, what the heck, right? So this card is telling me that one of the things that's going to help you the best, and you might just be coming out in this now, is starting to show the world the real you. All right? Because I think when you're stepping into your own power and you're just like, you know what, it doesn't matter if I'm good at this or not good at this, or I look this way or I don't look this way. It's like when you're showing the world the real you, the rest of this stuff doesn't matter, because you're not stuck in all of this other negative energy. You're actually just like, oh, it's going to be like a breath of fresh air, to be honest. So that's what's there. And by showing the world the real you, you're not going to be so stuck to the outcome of what's paying off and how things are going for you. Okay? You're going to be more focused on just being yourself. And because you're able to just step into that, it's like you may have to like throw your arms up and be like, oh, whatever. But what's going to happen is you're going to notice that you start to have money and freedom too. So the work that was this hard work, oh my God, grueling, get up every day and do all this hard work. Yeah, that's gonna not be so daunting. It's not going to be like you need to motivate yourself all the time. You're going to start to care less about what other people think of you. And the great thing about that is that people are going to respect you more. Okay? Your communication is going to be a lot easier and more free-flowing, because you are going to be the real you, and you're going to actually you're going to kind of have a career of having the freedom. All right? So I don't know if you're up for any career change, or if you're looking to just improve in some way, shape, or form in your career. Maybe even take on a little side. I would say hustle, but this isn't the energy I'm getting. I'm getting it's like you're going to step into yourself in like a part-time basis, but it's going to turn around so well for you, because you're just like literally like raw and real, and people are going to resonate with you in a way like you've never had. Okay, so pretty much anything that you touch is going to be growing. All right, you're going to be planting roots, you're going to be like shooting up flowers, you're going to have all this great stuff just coming from being yourself. All right, and here's something else, okay? I think one of the things that's happening too is that you tend to get upset about things and tune out your own guides. You tune out your spirit guides, you tune out all of the things that are your inner knowing for your higher power that help bring you back to your vision that you created. Okay, so imagine this back here. This is your beautiful vision. It's like it's in the core of who you are, and it never goes away. And look at these as you know, lights, little people that become lit up by you just being yourself. Okay, so this is from the imagery. I'm just getting, imagine that. All right, but what happens is that you're not allowing yourself to enjoy yourself. Even when things go wrong. So it's like things might not be working for you. Things may be actually in a really, really crappy place. Okay. But you're not allowing yourself to just be with that quiet inner essence. It's like your thoughts are going so much, and you've got like all these reasons, and you got to figure things out, and you need to know what to do. And everything seems like a pressure that you need a solution now. You know, you got to fix everything, you got to solve everything, you care too much about everybody, and you're not really just being. Okay, so ask your higher power and ask for angels or spirit guides or anything that is like whatever you believe. ask for guidance, ask for happiness. Just allow yourself to have a good time. Even if you yourself start singing, recognize that you yourself are indeed like an angel. You have all of these you have all of these qualities. I mean, you're very, very caring. You really like do want to make a difference for people. And like I said before, I don't know if it was this reading or the other reading, but I think it was this one. You know, you're almost like some kind of like savior or martyr, or think it's like your responsibility to help everybody. Sing for yourself. Just sing, because it's going to be like a self-expression. All right. And you, my dear, are an angel. All right. You are here. You're an earth angel, and it is your job to make yourself happy. And you can also rely on your own spiritual team and your advisors, your whatever you believe in for your higher power. You can actually like recognize that they are here to assist you. If you need help in any way, shape, or form, you can always ask. All right. So if you can't sleep at night, you can ask your angel to sing to you while you go to sleep. It's very, very powerful. Oops, there's a couple here. Okay. Oh, and this is really cool. So miracles. All right. So after all of this, and this again, this is a pattern that repeats for you, right? So after all of this, and you start to tune in with yourself again, you start to look forward to miracles. Okay. You know that you know bright things are coming after a period of darkness. You've already got that. That's how things flow. All right. What I want you to get is that when you're coming from your heart space, and you're really like just coming from a pure essence. So there's no inner battles, there's no inner turmoil, there's no things that go against what you're feeling or thinking. It's like all in alignment 100%. Miracles happen. It's like there's no other way for things to unfold if all of the energy is going in the same direction. Okay, so so you at least understand that, and you do look forward to miracles, and occasionally are even causing them. So that's really good. Yeah, so funny. So I read cards left and right as well. So this one's to the right, this one's to the left, and it's got miracles with Mary, and then it's got Ishtar with communion. And one of them is looking to the future for miracles, and the other is looking to the past for communion, and like recognizing that you're not in alignment. So this is a really back and forth energy. Again, this is to the pattern that you go through. You're like, okay, well, this is possible. These things can happen. But I know I've been in alignment before, and then you spend a lot of time just trying to get in alignment right now. Okay. The biggest things like this has been saying is just to like show the world your real you. Sing and do what makes you happy. Okay. Really listen to your angels, ask for some support and guidance. All right. Like don't tune them out, like actually listen. All right. And then the last card for you is how can you stop this cycle? Okay. Because this is a really like, there's a lot of like darkness in here to get to your bright. It's almost like this constant, I can't say constant because like there are times that you're really super on fire and you're doing really, really well and things are going your way. And then, but there's this really deep inner turmoil. And because you've got so much anger built up and you've got things like not going your way, you kind of get snippy with people. So, so to stop this cycle, here's your card. So generosity, and it is in reverse. So maybe you're feeling like the world owes you something, or maybe you feel like you got ripped off somehow, like some person did something to you, or you worked so hard for so long and you don't have the things to show for it, and other people have things so easily. Really, like, this is saying let go of all of that comparison energy. Like anywhere that you compare anything, just let it all go. It's asking you to bask in the golden light of your giving. Okay? And when you're giving, start with giving to yourself. All right? Start with really, like if you were to look at this card, not sure where the camera is exactly. There it is. So if you're actually to look at this card, she is so pleased to be in her own skin. She is just loving that. So be generous with your own time for yourself. Be generous with forgiveness for yourself and others. Be generous with, so it's coming to me, it's clear unjudgmental communication, like appreciation and love. Be generous with your true thoughts and feelings, but not from a make wrong standpoint, like not where you're cutting somebody up and you're saying this has to be like that, or, you know, wow. Like, don't be demanding and don't be rude. But at the same time, like, be generous with communication that's going to allow things to open up. Be generous with sharing your vision for what could be possible. And again, just make sure you show the world the real you, because this generosity, self-love, self-care, love for others, and again, it's not your responsibility to make other people happy or make everybody well. Okay, that's not your responsibility. But you be generous with your time and your love and your forgiveness and all of those good things, and that will be the key for ending that cycle. All right, so that's all I have for you, number 3. And yeah, for more of my pick a card readings, you can check out the other ones on my channel. For any of my artwork, positive affirmations, or I've got a lot of other kinds of artwork, and I've got music and things and books and programs and all that fun stuff. You can check out my website, amythompson.ca, and more things are being added all the time. So again, that's a work in progress. And also, if you want to, yeah, well, just thanks for being here. Okay, just really thank you for being here, and I hope you have an amazing day. Bye.